Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rohia Priyana, and today I will present the result of my research titled Macronutrient-Based Assessment of Fiber Source Quality in Lowland and Highland Smallholder Dairy Cattle Farms. Fiber sources are essential feed components for ruminants, and dairy ruminants require high-quality fiber to meet their nutritional needs, particularly to support milk production. Fiber quality can be assessed through its macronutrient composition, including as crude protein, crude extract, crude fiber, total digestible nutrient, nitrogen-free extract, NDF, ADF, and hemicellulose, each of which plays a specific role in animal productivity. Temperature is one of the factors that influence macronutrient composition. Lowland and highland regions differ in temperature, with highland areas being cooler. These temperature differences are expected to affect the macronutrient profile and thus the quality of fiber sources used by farmers. Therefore, the objective of this study was to analyze differences in fiber source quality used by dairy farmers in lowland and highland regions. For this study, several tools were used, including NIRS, Petri dish, oven, and so on. Meanwhile, the materials consisted of fiber sources collected from Bogor, representing lowland areas, and from Pangalengan, representing highland areas. The exploration aimed to identify the types of fiber sources used by dairy farmers and to collect representative samples. The fiber source samples were sun-dried for around 3 days and subsequently oven-dried at 60 degrees Celsius until completely dry. The dried samples were then ground into a fine powder using laboratory milling machine. The ground fiber sources were analyzed for their proximate and fiber fraction content using NIRS. The proximate component obtained from the NIRS analysis included as crude protein, ether extract, and crude fiber. Dry matter was determined by oven drying the samples at 105 degrees Celsius until a constant weight was achieved. Nitrogen-free extract, TDN, and hemicellulose were calculated using equations. The proximate data of each fiber sources were analyzed descriptively. Macronutrient comparison were performed using a t-test, and all analyses were conducted using SPSS version 26. Several types of fiber sources are used by dairy farmers in both lowland and highland areas. The fiber sources collected from the lowland area consisted of napier grass, native grass, rice straw, pakchong grass, corn grass, and corn husk, whereas those from the highland area consisted of napier grass, native grass, corn pericarp, carrot leaves, and silage. The proximate analysis of fiber sources from both lowland and highland regions shows clear differences, even when the fiber sources are of the same type. Based on the table 2, crude protein was significantly higher in the highland fiber sources, whereas crude fiber was significantly lower compared with the fiber sources from the lowland areas. These results align with Moyo and Sahlai 2021, which reported that crude fiber increases with higher temperatures while crude protein decreases. In Indonesia, cooler highland conditions slow lignification, resulting in lower crude fiber values. Increased lignification also reduced the relative protein fraction, leading to lower crude protein content. Overall, higher crude fiber and crude protein indicate reduced fiber quality. Based on the proximate results, the nutritional quality of fiber sources in the lowland was therefore lower than in the highland. The results showed that the NDF, ADF, and hemicellulose contents of fiber sources in the lowland areas were significantly higher. These variations in fiber fraction indicate that environment conditions influence cell wall composition. The NDF pattern is consistent with previous findings, which reported a positive linear relationship between ambient temperature and NDF content, with each 1 degree Celsius increase resulting in about a 4% rise. Higher temperatures promote greater lignin deposition in the cell wall, while cooler condition can limit lignification. This explanation also supports the ADF results, as lignin is a major component of the ADF fraction, leading to the significantly higher ADF values in the lowland samples. According to Anzani et al. 2023, hemicellulose is fermented in the rumen to produce volatile fatty acid, which are the main energy source for dairy cattle. In our study, hemicellulose content in lowland fiber sources were significantly higher. This also supports the explanation by Pratama et al. 2022, who reported that higher NDF and ADF levels occur when cellulose and hemicellulose are tightly bound to lignin, forming a resistant fiber matrix. Therefore, the higher hemicellulose content in the lowland samples contributes to the increased NDF and IDF values in that regions. A previous study has shown that increases in both NDF and NADF concentrations are associated with reduced fiber quality. In line with this understanding, our results indicate that based on their fiber fraction, the fiber sources from the highland area demonstrated better quality of, especially in nutritional quality. The study concludes that differences in altitude significantly influence the nutritional quality of fiber sources used by dairy farmers. Fiber sources from highland areas exhibited better nutritional quality than those from lowland regions. Highland fiber sources contained higher crude protein levels along with lower crude fiber, crude NDF, ADF, and hemicellulose values. We gratefully acknowledge the Indonesian Ministry of Research and Technology, National Research and Innovation Agency, for its financial support through the PMDSU Research Scheme. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.